The most famous events in the world. The Moon Landing 1969. Date July 20th, 1969. Mission Apollo 11. Space Agency, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, United States. Space race. The moon landing was a pivotal event in the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union during the Cold War. The race began with the launch of the Soviet satellite Sputnik in 1957 and included -1 milestones such as Yuri Gagarin's orbital flight in 1961, Kennedy's challenge in 1961. President John F. Kennedy challenged the United States to land a man on the moon and return him safely to Earth before the decade's end, setting the stage for the Apollo program. The Apollo 11 mission. Crew: Neil Armstrong, Commander; Buzz Aldrin, Lunar Module Pilot; Michael Collins, Command Module Pilot. Launch July 16, 1969, from Kennedy Space Center, Florida, atop a Saturn V rocket. Key events of the mission. Lunar orbit. The spacecraft entered lunar orbit on July 19, 1969. Lunar module descent on July 20, 1969. The lunar module, named Eagle, separated from the command module, Columbia, and began its descent to the moon's surface. Landing. The Eagle landed on the moon at 2017 UTC in the Sea of Tranquility. Neil Armstrong radioed, "Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. First steps on the moon." Neil Armstrong at 2:56 UTC on July 21, 1969. Armstrong descended the lunar module ladder and set foot on the moon, uttering the famous words, "That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind." Buzz Aldrin. Aldrin joined Armstrong on the surface about 20 minutes later. The two astronauts spent approximately 2 hours and 15 minutes outside the lunar module, collecting samples and conducting experiments. Activities on the moon. The astronauts deployed scientific instruments, took photographs, and collected 21.5 kilograms, 47.5 pounds of lunar material to bring back to Earth. They also planted an American flag and left a plaque that read, "Here men from the planet Earth first set foot upon the moon, July 1969 AD. We came in peace for all mankind. Return to Earth. Ascent and rendezvous." After spending about 21.5 hours on the lunar surface, the lunar module ascent stage lifted off and rejoined the command module in lunar orbit. Journey home. The astronauts then began their return trip to Earth, splashing down in the Pacific Ocean on July 24, 1969. They were recovered by the USS Hornet. Significance and impact. Scientific achievement. The successful landing and return demonstrated the capabilities of human space exploration and provided valuable scientific data about the moon. Technological advancement. The mission showcased the technological prowess and ingenuity of NASA and its contractors, advancing numerous fields including rocketry, computing, and materials science. Cultural impact. The moon landing was a unifying moment, watched by an estimated 600 million people worldwide. It symbolized human curiosity, determination, and the quest for discovery. Political impact. The success of Apollo 11 affirmed American leadership in space and was a significant geopolitical victory during the Cold War. Legacy. Subsequent missions. NASA conducted 5 more manned moon landings between 1969 and 1972, with Apollo 17 being the last mission. Preservation of sites. The sites where astronauts landed, along with the artifacts left behind, are considered historic landmarks and are preserved for future generations. Continued exploration. The legacy of Apollo 11 continues to inspire space exploration, with renewed efforts to return humans to the moon and venture beyond to Mars and other destinations. The moon landing of 1969 remains one of humanity's greatest achievements, symbolizing the spirit of exploration and the remarkable capabilities of science and technology.